Namaste. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, uh, treat, or prevent or cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and methods in this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have a serious issue and a session doesn't feel right to you. Please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery that some may find disturbing. Discretion is advised. By watching and/or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred from the practices and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening for our monthly Chod practice. This will be one of my favorites, the Bon Chod practice known as the Khandro Gegyang or laughter of the Khandros. And Khandros is the same as saying laughter of the Dakinis. I'd like to say namaste to Whisper and to Jamie, who are joining right now. And anybody else who may be tuning in at this time, please feel free to say hello using the chat function at the bottom of your screen. So this will be a Chod practice for the healing of the personal and collective shadow. I'll be saying a bit more about that in a moment. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So Tuesday will be chakra mantra meditations. I want to apologize for the technical difficulties we had on Tuesday with the chakra yoga sequence. I'll be doing that again sometime again for everyone in the very near future. And then next Friday will be part 33 of our Fire Puja and Satsang series on the 64 yoginis, and we'll be honoring the goddess Kakari. Both of those will be 7 p.m. on YouTube, and you're always welcome to join us at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. This presentation will be an adaptation of a traditional Tibetan Chod practice from the Bon tradition, dedicated to the Dakini Khalsang Ma. And we see Khalsang Ma in our Tanka image. She's really identical to the red Dakini Vajravadahi. I'm once again sharing monthly Chod practices with you to help in processing our shadow issues, that is, our inner demons, both on a personal and collective issue. As Americans, right now, we seem to be in a time that is challenging for many of us. During the last Republican administration, my guru, Nithya of Shiva Sai Mandir, began holding weekly fire pujas to the Mahavidya goddess Baglamukhi, with the intention of instilling wisdom for our leadership. These pujas are continuing to be offered since her death over a year ago. I'm therefore sharing these monthly Chod practices in following her example. So I'll be inviting you to visualize personal issues personified as inner demons. But Tantra is a non-dualistic philosophy, and therefore everything is connected. So our intention is, through healing ourselves, we also heal the collective. In his Chod practice book, Into the Haunted Grounds, a guide to cutting through the roots of suffering, the author Anam Tubchen describes the term haunted grounds not just in terms of traditional places to perform Chod, such as cemeteries and cremation grounds, but also families and cultures, really anywhere where the collective shadow might manifest itself. And that includes the cities, our urban areas, and our nations. In Chod practice, we heal these energies not by fighting, killing, or banishing them, but by honoring them. And we do this by giving them what they most desire, ourselves. So this practice will be offered as a guided sound meditation for the healing of body, mind, spirit, and nation. Chod is a very powerful practice for these times of insecurity and uncertainty. And I would highly recommend learning a version of this practice. I think this is just an amazing practice to be doing during these times. I'd like to highly recommend the online Chod practices that are offered through the Buddhist Studies Institute and its Lama Pema Khandros. For anyone new to this series who wants to learn more about Chod practice, I invite you to go to the Buddhist Studies Institute website, and also to look back at some of the other installments of our Chod practice series that are available on this channel. So tonight's practice will be taking place in a number of stages. I'd like to say namaste to Kim, who's joining us right now. So there'll be a simple cleansing and puja ceremony to help set the mood of the practice by establishing sacred space. I'll then be inviting everyone to lay down in Shavasana, close your eyes and breathe deeply. And I'll also give you the opportunity to think about and choose a personal issue that's in need of healing or resolution at this time. And if you wish, I'll also be giving you the opportunity to visualize your issue as a living being, as a personal demon, to feed in the course of our meditation. There's really nothing else for you to do. Just simply open your receptivity and allow the words, chants, and melodies to guide your consciousness where it needs to be at this moment. This meditation can also be done, if not laying down, as a seated meditation as well. So take the option that is best for you this evening. Each section of our Chod practice will be sung in English, accompanied by traditional instruments, the Tibetan temple drum, the Bon Shangbao, and the thigh bone trumpet, or kangling. There's no right or wrong way to experience this practice. What you experience will be unique for each individual. The first section is called the dance, and it's essentially we are imagining ourselves dancing and calling the divine forces to help us. Then the first sections following this are the refuge, which is calling divine forces to be present, and the bodhicitta, which is for establishing an intention to establish divine enlightened consciousness for the purpose of relieving the sufferings of ourselves and all sentient beings, and this includes the American collective. We'll be then doing a prayer to the different dakinis. We're really calling in the different aspects of the Divine Mother during that stage. And then the next stage is called the Poa. We're going to imagine ejecting our consciousness through the crowns of our heads. And in doing this, we visualize ourselves as the red dakini, Kalzang Ma, standing over our lifeless corpses, which will be dismembered and offered to our inner demons out of compassion for the transformation and healing. This offering will be served in two symbolic feasts, a white feast of nectar for the Buddhas, the Bodhisattvas, our teachers, for the more peaceful deities, for the beings of all different realms of existence. And then a second feast, a red feast of flesh, blood, bones, and organs. And this is for the more demonic forces and also the more wrathful deities as well. Following the Chod feasts, we will then offer their assembled guests our altruistic love in the section called the Giving of Dharma. And here we show the way to enlightenment to those beings which have been transformed by consuming the feast items. In this practice, our inner demons become bodhisattvas and our allies in the form of benevolent light beings. Afflicted energies become transformed into healthier forces, and our enemies become allies. I'll then be adding a short meditational visualization to aid in this process of reintegrating these energies back into ourselves. There'll be a short mantra repetition. And finally, we'll be closing with a silent meditation and some blessings. During the silent meditation, this will be an opportunity to rest and fully integrate the practice into our being. To punctuate certain parts of this meditation and ritual, we'll be using the mantra Pe, which means crack or boom, and this mantra releases our intentions into being. So with that, let's begin with our Dakini Puja, and then we'll begin with our visualizations and then the formal practice. So I'd like to invite you to begin by finding a comfortable seated position where you can look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze. Find a position with a straight back where you can breathe fully and deeply. And just observe and take part in the puja to Kalsang Ma, the Divine Mother, also known as Vajravadahi, the diamond or lightning bolt sound at your heart center. And we'll begin our practice by chanting the syllable Om 3 times. So let's begin with a deep inhalation. Inhale again. One more deep inhalation. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Agyam Praticha Hom Sva. We offer water for drinking. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Padyam Praticha Hom Sva. We offer water for washing. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Pushpe Praticha Hom Sva. We offer flowers. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Dupe Praticha Hom Sva. We offer incense. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Loke Praticha Hom Sva. We offer light. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Navidye Praticha Hom Sva. We offer food. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Gande Praticha Hom Sva. We offer fragrance. Om Mahagurudeva Dakini Sapadevada Shabda Praticha Hom Sva. offer music. Om Mahaguru Deva Dakini Sapadavada Puja Praticha Hom Sva. We offer our devotion. Jema, Jema, Jema. So I invite you now to sit or to lay down comfortably in a position with a straight back. And take a moment and make any adjustments or micro adjustments you might need so that you can remain still for the next several minutes. Take a moment and ask your body if it's comfortable. And again, make any additional adjustments you might need. And I invite you to close your eyes and breathe deeply. And just open yourself to the visualizations and the experience. And if you wish, I invite you to think about and maybe visualize a personal issue that's currently in need of healing or resolution. And if possible, note where this issue resides in your physical body. And let this be your personal focus for the energies generated by this practice. So focus on that area of your body and visualize and feel that issue there. And begin to note its color and its shape and its density and its temperature. Is it warm? Is it cold? And then I invite you to externalize that issue. Feel as if you are reaching and bringing that issue out, drawing it out so that it now sits before you. And begin to observe it from a safe distance. What is it like to be observing that from a safe distance? And then if it feels right, I invite you to imagine what your personal issue would look like if it were a living being. This is the personal demon which will be fed and transformed into a benevolent light being during our Chod feasts. So I invite you to notice its appearance, its size, its shape, its color. Notice its skin. Is it hairy? Does it have feathers or scales? Notice its eyes, its facial expressions, its mood or temperament. And take a moment and notice any other characteristics. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to ask this demon 3 questions. and then wait for its answer. It may answer verbally, or it may answer in a gesture. But I invite you to ask the first question, what do you need from me? And just wait for its answer. And then I invite you to ask the second question, what do you need from me? And again, wait for an answer. And then finally, I invite you to ask the third question. How will you feel if you get this? And again, wait for its answer. And then, having asked those questions and received answers, notice if any changes take place in the appearance or the mood of this being. And then I invite you to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of this image for the time being. Keeping your eyes closed, just relaxing and breathing deeply. And just let the songs and the mantras and the instruments guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this time. We pay homage to the knowledge holders, to the dakinis and deities, in order to accomplish their intention and conduct. Our illusory bodies are circulated as a wheel of offering. Begin by going to a fearful place and taming the land. The yogis who realize the equality of samsara and nirvana sing the song and dance the dance of playful primordial wisdom. Together with the sounds of the drum and the bell, the inseparability of method and insight, we yogis chant the following words which well up from a state of selflessness. Pay. Pay. Even though the gods and demons appear, they were created out of nothing other than the vastness of the mother's womb. The unceasing energy becomes the dance of self-appearances, dissolving into non-dual wisdom. We dance upon the heads of the wild demons, grasping at duality. sky. Gesture and dance, a magical display. With the lion's roar of emptiness, we shatter the skulls of these fox spirits, those male and female hindering demons. With the dance and play of blissfulness and the primordial wisdom, we pulverize dualistic self-clinging and all emotional affliction. Hold on. Hey. O loving mother of wisdom, who is the base of emptiness, in you we go for refuge. Please give your compassion to the gods and demons of this frightening place, as well as the beings of the 6 realms. Pay. Through delusion and self-grasping, these demons have caused harm to others. Now, having realized the enlightened mind, may these beings be liberated. Pay. Emaho. How marvelous. We pray to the body of the truth, the mother of primordial Buddhahood. We pray to the body of perfection, divine mother, goddess of wisdom. We pray to the great mother of method, Dakini of the mother Tantra. We pray to the mother of the prosperous age. We pray to the power of the breath. We pray to the lineage Dakini. We pray to the dark skin protector. We pray to the peaceful white Dakini. We pray to the increasing green Dakini. We pray to the powerful red Dakini. We pray to the wrathful blue Dakini. We pray to the 4 classes of terrifying gatekeeper goddesses. We pray to our kind root gurus, and may the overflowing energy of the intention of all the mothers subdue the gods and demons of this frightening place, and guide all those unrealized beings of the 3 worlds to enlightenment. O soul mother, having been mixed into a single mass of space, may all beings without exception achieve perfect Buddhahood. our unborn mind now abandons our bodies and self-grasping, expelled into the sky through the path of our central channels. Pay! We arise in a rainbow display as the Dakini Kalzang Ma, destroyer of the inner demons, of all conflicting emotions. We stand in a dancing posture, holding a curved blade and skull cup. We are adorned with a necklace of skulls, jewelry, and 6 bone ornaments. Pay. Pay. With the curved knife in her right hand, Kalzang chops our lifeless corpses into pieces. She cuts off the crowns of our heads. Our severed skulls become her cauldrons. As vast as the 3,000-fold universe, the pieces of our lifeless corpses are flung into the great skull vessels. Our heart's treasure emanate a mantra. Whose fire dissolves our material forms and our physical bodies, and elements melt into nectar, and the sounds of the mantras nectar of our bodily forms in 100 flavors, filling sky and earth to the sources of refuge, and the 3 precious jewels to the protectors of the sacred teachings. Accept this offering and be pleased. To the 8 classes of obstructors, enjoy these offerings and be content. To all the beings of the 6 realms, take up this offering and be satisfied. Hey. Through pleasing all guests with this offering, may the 2 accumulations be perfected by delighting the protectors of the teachings of the Dharma. May their oath-bound commitments be upheld, and may all harm and adversity caused by malevolent demons Let male and female demons be pacified, and through satisfying the wishes of our mothers and all sentient beings, may all karmic debts be repaid, and may we achieve Buddhahood. Pay, pay, pay. I invite you now to visualize yourself receiving those medicines that you need most for the healing of body, the healing of mind, and the healing of spirit. Pay. Again, our bodies are suddenly reborn and then collapse, falling down dead. With the curved knife in her right hand, Zhang chops our lifeless corpses into pieces atop our bloody flayed skins. She heaps our bones, flesh, fat, and blood, like vultures feasting on the corpses' remains. The gods and demons gather here. May those who desire of our flesh tear it with their teeth and eat. May those who desire flowing blood drink it completely, gulp by gulp. May those who desire bones to gnaw crush the bones and suck the marrow. Pull out our organs and entrails and feast upon them, leaving nothing. Thus may all our karmic debts and all our lifetimes be repaid. And may the negative intentions of these demons be pacified. Pay, pay, pay. I invite you now to envision the demon that you summoned at the beginning of our practice partaking in the Chod feast and being transformed through our offerings into a benevolent light being. From an enemy and adversary into an ally. Gods and demons who dwell in this place, abandon forever the harmful mind. your refuge in the Dharma protectors. Generate compassion for all beings. In cutting the root of the thinker, of distracting thoughts and memories, ultimately it is vividly clear that there is no separation. These are the words of the Buddha. May we all be liberated. May. By virtue arising from this great and stainless accumulation, we dedicate for the benefit of the gods and demons of this frightening place, from the richness of the treasury of the two accumulations, may all sentient beings equally and spontaneously reach Buddhahood. Pay. Om Gate Gate Peda Gate Peda Sam Gate Bodhisoha. Pei Gate Peda Sam Gate Bodhisoha. Om Gate Peda Sam Gate Bodhisoha. Om Gate Peda Sam Gate Bodhisoha. Gate, Peda, Gate, Peda, Sam Gate. Sambate Bodhi Soha. I invite you now to visualize the red Dakini Kalzang Ma dancing just above your heads. She is surrounded by the participants of our two feasts, including our karmic creditors and our inner demons. They have now been transformed by our offerings into bodhisattvas, into benevolent light beings. With the next breath and the syllable pei, the scene will transform into a sphere of golden light suspended above the crowns of our heads. Pei. So visualize the golden sphere above you. With the next inhalation and the syllable pei, the sphere will descend to the crowns of our heads, through our central channels to rest within our heart centers. Pei, pei, pei. Om Amarani Jivantai Svaha. Om Amarani Jivantai Svaha. Om Amarani Jivantai Svaha. I invite you now to rest for a little while in a place of stillness and a place of silence, allowing yourself to fully integrate this practice and its effects into your being. Jema, Jema, Jema. So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, letting go of the meditations. And let yourself return back into your body, back into your personal space. Hear the sound of my voice and any other sounds that may be in your area. Feel your breath as it enters and as it leaves. Feel the floor below you, whether you're sitting or standing. Notice the feeling of the clothes that cover you and the temperature of the air upon your skin. And I invite you to slowly move your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Maybe take a little stretch, keeping your eyes closed. And if you're lying down, I invite you to roll over onto one side and rest upon your side for a moment. And when you feel ready, I invite you to engage your hands, your arms, and slowly, just very carefully, press yourself back up into a seated position. And bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And I invite you to check in with yourself and just notice how you might be feeling and any changes in how you're feeling from having done this practice. And take a moment and thank the Divine Mother in all of her forms and feel her presence not just around you, but within you as well. Knowing she is there to guide you in the days to come. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight, knowing that you can replay this broadcast and take part in this meditation again and again as you have need, and also some of the other Chod practices that I've shared with you. And also let yourself be aware in these days ahead of any subtle changes from having taken part in this practice. Maybe some interesting dreams, maybe some flashes of insight, maybe just suddenly getting the guidance that you need, or the right book falling into your right hand, or the right teacher appearing in your life. Maybe just handling a situation a little bit differently from the way you have before. And then slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always, and thank you so very much for joining me. I look forward to you joining me for our chakra meditations on Tuesday. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you for joining me this evening. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. So I want to thank everybody for joining me, including Jamie and Kim and Abba. And Abba, you had a question about initiation, and that's why earlier in the broadcast I was recommending going to the Buddhist Studies Institute. There's a couple of practices, a 3 Dakini Chod, and also a Chod to the Black Dakini Trauma Nagmo. Those are great places to start. And even though it's a pre-recorded class, you still receive the initiation in doing Chod. And similarly, you might also go to the website of the Yuru Bonn Center, and there's a similar online class for this Cho, which I shared with you this evening. Um, it'll focus on the practice in its original Tibetan. I like doing it in English. In fact, I think I'm probably the first person on YouTube to share this particular one in English. Um, and yes, I would regard it as safe as long as you come into this practice with the right intentions that you're doing this for the benefit of all sentient beings. So again, I want to thank everybody. And also, if there are any additional questions or anything you'd like to share of your experiences in this practice, please feel free to message me at my channel, or you can email me at the temple email address, which is aumc as in cat, Davy, Devi, at gmail.com. Love to hear from you. And again, I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Thank you so very much for joining me. And I look forward to you joining me again. And Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, and good night.